Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants, and it's all up next.
And the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Barkley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Now Jones. His throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up,
and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this will be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
That's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's into the hands of Crochet. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in here by Jackson. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. with the option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones to the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. Flush to his right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones got a man, and he coughed it up. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, 32 yards. And the Giants are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Going to own the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Kenny Galladay. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Justice Hill. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Giants now going to take over late in this 1st half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the 2nd half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good 1st half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Play action. It's Jackson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gas, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it's 3rd and goal. Not sure what happened out there. It looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey,
and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Ravens are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Jones on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jones. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, and you have to get the ball back. Everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking up the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is over. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson. And really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now Jones on 1st down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the 31, Jones. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Jones now throwing on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this one too low.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions.